And get back. There we go. We're back. We're back now. No, I lost like half of the people watching. Dang it. Dang it. Some people have no faith in my ability to come back. This is literally the second time that Thought Slime started talking shit about Destiny and his stream got taken down. Is that true? If Destiny was competent enough to remove me from YouTube, he would have better opinions. People are saying there's no sound. Why is there no sound? There should be. There's definitely sound. There's not enough people saying there's no sound to believe. Oh, now I'm down to 49 people watching. Dang it. What the fuck? Some people have no faith. Sound is good for me. There is sound. I can hear you. Everything is working fine for me. I hear you. So there is sound. Sounds like there might be sound. Oddity, thank you for the $1 super chat. I needed that. That hit the spot. I'm a little stressed out by how many people just left. No, I feel like there's sound. I feel like there is sound. How do you talk to somebody who tries to justify capitalism by saying that inequality within it against race, gender, etc. can be regulated away and is completely separate from the system? I mean, one of the things I might mention is that those things all tend to benefit that system. So it wouldn't be in the interest of the people in charge of the system and the people that become in charge of that system to regulate it away. So I was actually watching a talk. Richard Wolff actually had a great response to this, where he talked about how if you put in kind of a different context, he was talking about how, given that like only a few people make all of the decisions in the workplace, there's no they have that can't really be changed within capitalism, because they're never going to vote to give away their own power. In the same way that, like, if you have a system where one race or one gender or one group of people in any capacity holds power over another, and they have an undue power in that society, then it's that much more intractable, because they are not interested in regulating it away. I missed a couple super chats. I'm sorry. 17 Blackham, favorite philosopher? Oliver Thorne. Real answer, I probably Diogenes. What can I say? I like him. I don't know anything he ever said, but I know that he liked to spit on rich people. That's good enough for me. Janissa, thank you for the 120 yen. Hello there, my name's Kent. I just got back last night from overseas. My wife told me that I and a new farmer had moved in while I was gone. Kent, be gone with you. Well, everything looks pretty good, in my opinion. This is just how I left my farm, and I'm happy to see it looking as good as ever. Let's get us some hay. Eventually we're going to have to get animals. Yo, does using your scythe not consume energy? That rules. Kent is a bootlicker. I know all about Kent. I have no interest in befriending that baby killer. Doesn't that fascist beat his wife? I mean, statistically, probably, but I don't know if there's evidence for that in game. This is really satisfying. I'm going to leave a little grass so that it'll grow back. I'll probably leave that much. 40% of Kent's. Exactly. Wasn't Diogenes the one who spent most of his time trolling Plato's lectures? Hell yeah, he was. He's the one, if you've seen the memes about man is a featherless biped. Is I don't know if it was Plato, but some philosopher was asked to define what a man was, and that was his answer, is that man is a featherless biped. So Diogenes plucked a chicken and held it up and said, "Behold, a man." Okay. Cool. The only good Kent is Red Sun Superman. Get that tanky Superman out of my timeline. Okay, let's be smart about this. Yeah. Spring crops bundle. What do we need? Snips, greens, collies, tates. Got it. All right, Pierre, give me some snips. 8 is how many to do a circle, right? Yeah, that seems right. Now you I'm going to get 10 of because you're a line. You I'm going to get 8 of. No. I didn't mean to get 10. There we go. And, you know what? Hey, Slime Dude, what are your opinions on worms? I'm sitting outside and they're so loud for animals that don't talk. What? Just a follow-up question on what you just said. What, though? Like, what does that mean? Jazz seeds? Is this pot? Yo, the fruit trees I should probably plant now, huh? Because they'll grow. Takes 28 days to produce a mature cherry tree. Bears fruit in the spring. Only grows... Bears fruit in the summer. So I should get the ones that bear fruit in the summer. Loud? You have loudworms? I don't understand this loudworm thing. The loudworms smell like purple. Thank you. That cleared it up, actually. What a beautiful springtime. Gamers against weed. Please don't use slurs We don't say the G word around here. Thought Slime, would you go to a house orgy filled with tankies or Ram Ranch cowboys? You know, that's not a great question, if I'm being honest with you. Not a big fan of your question. And I think you know why. Anyone ever see the movie In Living Color? The movie's got some loud worms. I've seen the television program In Living Color. I don't understand what's happening. I've completely lost the plot. No, I don't want to do that. Thought Slime, what actually is Gamergate? I see people talking about it a lot, but I don't actually know what it is. It was a harassment campaign led by a bunch of nerds against women in the games industry under the guise of pretending it was about games journalism, because there was a woman who slept with a games journalist and people thought that she was currying favor for her game to score a better review, even though her game was free. And the person she was sleeping with didn't review the game and also told a bunch of lies about her. And that ballooned into a bunch of nerds complaining about just women in general and doing a bunch of hateful shit, particularly towards Anita Sarkeesian, because she talked about video games and they hated that. They hate when women talk about video games. They think it's wrong. And they encourage them to never do it. You know what? Let's get this settled here. Let's do this right. This is great. Now that it's springtime, I can play the game again. Your bizarre plowing pattern is making me upset. There's nothing bizarre about it. It's perfectly logical plowing. Oh, I need my ferts. I didn't mean to stab that chest. There we go. Boop, beep, up. Really needed a relaxing stream today. Got in a big debate with coworkers about why they should care about other marginalized groups. Lost my cool and got upset. How do you convince people to care? Largely, I don't, if I'm being honest with you. I would say that, you know, you really can't base your mood on other people's input in that way. Shitty people are going to be shitty. It's not your responsibility to fix them. I can understand how frustrating that is, believe me. But you know, you can't let people's shittiness affect you in that way. Otherwise, there's always going to be shitty people out there, and sometimes they're going to be around you, and you're not always going to be able to convince them to be less shitty. So the kind of, maybe this is a shitty answer, and maybe this makes you feel bad. I hope not, but the truth is, it's just something that is just going to keep happening. So you try and help people when you can, and if people aren't willing to receive that, then it's not your responsibility. Tristan, thank you for the 420. I see that you're editing. You should be editing. I should be too, but here I am. Oh, I see why my plowing pattern is bad. I did a bad job. I see why it's bad now. I see what that person was talking about. You know what? That's fine. A little bit of a waste of fertilizer, but you know, that's life. In life, you waste your fertilizer. Thoughts on Minecraft? Minecraft is fun. I hope someday they discover who created it. I've heard that it's Hatsune Miku. That doesn't sound true, though. I think people just want that to be the case. I think it's just a video game somebody found somewhere, you know? Last time you said it yourself in Christy Pitt's video, if you let those in power go after less powerful groups, it's just a matter of time before they go after you. Absolutely don't let them. But if people are just being shitty, like, there's a limit to what you're going to be able to do to stop them. And in terms of, like, if they're going on a march to, like, hurt people, then, like, do what you gotta do. If they're just being generally shitty, the only option you have ahead of you is to try and convince them, to try within reason. But, like, I don't think it's fair to ask people to have to change other people's shittiness. Like, that's a responsibility that I just don't think we can accept, because it's just not something you can do. You can try, and I think you should try, and I think it's good that you did try, but I don't think it's always going to work out that way. I'm sorry. Thoughts on the lack of Sailor Uranus right now? We have just as much Sailor Uranus as we need. Very smart of me that of all of the tools that I upgraded this winter, I didn't upgrade the fucking watering can, the one that you're supposed to upgrade in winter. Has everyone else seen that Hatsune Miku commercial with Scarlett Johansson? I have not, but I have seen the one with the CEO of Pizza Hut, and that ruled. Sir? Cha-cha. Cha-cha. I'm farming, okay? There's bats here in my own home. Get out of here. Do you ever get tired of dealing with dumb racists? It's so mentally tiring that I had to delete my Twitter. I'm tired of it literally every day. It's the worst. Sir? Am I the only one that hates the phrase bread pilling? Probably not. It's good to try to change minds even when you know when failing with most people in the room, because even if they won't change, they still need to hear what another perspective. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I don't mean to sound like you shouldn't try to change people's minds, but I think you need to accept the reality that it's not always going to work. Yeah, I was just there yesterday, Pierre. I know what your inventory is. What are your thoughts on people being judgmental about fast food? Judgmental in what way? Also remember that in the public forum, the racist you're arguing with isn't the only person listening. Also remember that they're not just listening to you. I hate any phrase that ends in pill now. What about bitter pill? My dad retires this week. I'm afraid he'll spend too much time on Facebook and get all swept up in the 2020 election right-wing propaganda. Any advice? Well, if he's anything like most people's dads, next time he has a problem with his internet, just don't fix it for him. Then he'll never be on the internet again. You don't have to worry about it. How long's left of the stream? About 40 minutes. Try to go for about 3 hours. I don't know if that's a normal amount of time to stream, but okay, so you can't do it in tilled grass, so that answers my next question about whether or not you need fertilizer. Ouch, cold, Slime. What did I say that was cold? To not fix the boomers' internet? That is the one weapon we have against the boomers. Favorite food to eat while stoned? There's basically only two foods that I enjoy eating at this point in my life. Popcorn and bran flakes. Of the two, popcorn is probably my favorite. Any advice for dating someone who's a bit of an anti-SJW type? My honest advice? Don't. How did you come up with your name, and what advice might you give to someone looking to join Left 2 but stuck on the whole branding concept? Well, I'm not sure I have the best branding. You're talking to the person that named their channel Thought Slime and didn't seem to check, like, hey, is there like a... If you look up slime on YouTube, is that like a very popular search term that thousands of people type in every day? So I might not be the best person to answer that. But here's a couple of pieces of advice that I think that are general. Whatever you pick, make sure that it's something easy to spell. Something easy to spell and easy to remember. So no numbers, no symbols. It should be short, brief, to the point. Do slime tutorials. I've been asked to many times. I am uncomfortable with the audience that may cultivate. I'm not sure that, like, I want to necessarily get the attention of preteens, because I say a lot of swear words. Favorite strain of cannabis? There used to be the best cannabis I've ever had was called Afghan Bull Rider, and I've only been able to find it once, and it was amazing, but I've never found it again. Anybody knows where I can buy that in Toronto? Let me know. Only legal places, of course. Only if it's legal, hypothetically. Your name is the sole reason I watched the first video of yours and was easy enough to remember so that I could watch several more. Yeah, I mean, I like the name. And it's what's great about my name is that it comes with a lot of like easy to. First of all, lots of words rhyme with it, so people like to make jokes about that. Second of all, it's very easy to make like visual themes. Like everything's slime based. I've kind of adopted a like a Goosebumps theme for my channel art. So I can't call myself Noob Master 69. No. You can. If that's in more alignment with your goals. Words rhyme with thought slime? Yeah, for example, crime, rhyme, time. Although one thing I do kind of regret about the name is that it's a weird thing for people to call me. Like I think it's a great channel name, but it's a weird thing for people. Oh fuck, didn't mean to do that. It's a weird thing for people to like call me in the day to day. You know, it's a weird thing for people to refer to me as. I think. And the other downside, of course, is everybody thinks they're the first person to say THOT slime. They're not. Bullrider might be an ISIS weed, thought Slime. What are you basing that on? The fact that it has Afghan in its name? Oddity, is my name easy to remember? Yes. But, here's the other thing. Your name is very easy to remember. However, it's going to have very bad SEO. Because when people search for Oddity on YouTube, it's very unlikely that your name would be the first thing that comes up. Have you ever thought about using a pseudonym for people to refer to you by? Yeah. I go by Casey sometimes at meetups. That's always, I tell people to call me Casey, because it's weird if an adult is looking you in the face and says, "What should I call you?" and you say, "Oh, I'm Thought Slime." No, you got to give them a human name. Casey is great because it's gender neutral, like me. What do you enjoy about this game? Probably all the farming. It's also just super chill. I like this game because it's easy to talk and play at the same time. Is Bullrider indica or sativa? I'm pretty sure it's indica. Could be wrong. What do you think about YouTube kicking Ogre Apple Cinnamon off of their platform? I don't know what that is. I can't imagine anyone being bad enough to actually get kicked off of YouTube at this point in 2019. When we still have like Red Ice TV or Black Pigeon Speaks or just the usual dickheads. I knew a girl named Casey, and when I went to Iowa, I Snapchatted every Casey's gas station tour. I didn't know Casey was a gas station. They didn't have those in Canada. What does Thought Slime taste like? It tastes bad. It tastes very bad. And I'm saying that so that no one will be encouraged to eat me. Got to keep myself safe. What does the P stand for? What P? Hey Slimesicle, you can apparently get Bullrider from Supreme Weeds if you're fine with buying it off of a website. Well, now I'm worried that it's an ISIS weed. Beep. I'm imagining a green gelato. I think I would be some sort of vegan treat. Perhaps a lime pectin jello. Are ISIS weeds a thing? Someone said in the chat that it's an ISIS weed. Now I'm all freaked out, man. I mean, ISIS does, like, sell drugs. But I don't know if they sell, like, weed to cartels. I think someone called it an ISIS weed because it's called Afghani Bull Rider and racism. Is ISIS even in Afghanistan? Like, do they have a presence in Afghanistan? Pot crime. It's not crime. It's legal. I'm in Canada. Jonathan Lowry, thank you for the super chat. What would be a good mod for Stardew Valley? I mean, I'm playing with a lot of good mods for Stardew Valley. There's apparently ones that add a bunch of new content too, if you've played the base game and you want to try something new. What have you been reading recently? I'm reading a collection of Kropotkin's essays that Step Back History lent to me called Direct Struggle Against Capital, because Anarchopack mentioned it in a stream, and I was like, okay, I'll check that out. I feel like there's a lot of Canadian left-tubers. There's me, Step Back History, Mexi, The Surfs, Black Goat, 666, etc. Is Canada a good place to learn the blade? You ask me now, when the barbarians are at the gates? Is the spirit of revolt in that book? I don't know. I haven't read it yet. I don't know what pot's even like. If I even touch that stuff here, I get executed. Holy shit. What country do you live in? You don't have to answer that, obviously, but what country do people get executed for smoking weed? Thoughts on SpaceX and the 2025 Mars missions? Yeah, it's a big fraud. SpaceX is garbage. Presents itself as this triumph of the free market. Oh, look, we privatized space travel, and look how much better it is. And then they neglect to mention that the overwhelming majority of their funding comes from NASA. So... Saudi Arabia, for one. Yeah, but like... Now, forgive me, I don't know much about Saudi... Oh, I forgot to plant my beans. Did I just put my beans in the bin? I did. Give me them beans. Yeah, like Saudi Arabia, probably, but like... And this might be an ignorant question, if so, I apologize. Like, are you... Like, is there good internet access to, like, non-state shit in Saudi Arabia? Because I would think that that would be, like, very heavily regulated, like it is in China. Bean time. It's bean o'clock, everybody. You know, yeah. I can water after plant. Yep. Beep. I can water after plant. I can't fertilize after plant. Ladies. You ever imagine an alternate universe where weed is the only sentient creature? Alan Moore's in the chat, everybody. You know what? Let's take our wood and rocks to Robin and see what type of shit we can build. Hardwood. Rocks. 74 wood. I definitely have more wood than that. I've been cutting wood like mad. Where my wood is. If I've lost my wood again, I'm gonna... You know what? I probably spent it on the silo. I haven't played SlimeDew Valley, but real farming seems more fun than this. Okay. Go do it then. Why don't you start a stream where you farm? Put your money where your mouth is. Wood's in the black chest. Okay. I want to know if you've read To Lose. I haven't. There's wood. That's wood. I got it. How do you not have a rainbow line of chests that's like priority number 1 for me? I have exactly as many chests as I need to lose my shit and spend forever trying to find it. As someone who's played SlimeDew Valley and worked on a real farm, I can honestly say no, it isn't. Well, there you go. It's settled. Any thoughts on fully automated luxury gay space communism? Would it be better than SpaceX? Yeah, in the sense that that would be extremely good, and SpaceX sucks donkey balls. Yeah, build me something. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Don't need that. Okay. Who cares? Don't need that. A home for a friend, subsidized by the town agricultural fund. What does this do, this cabin? It says a home for a friend. What does that mean? Because that means I can put Linus in my home. I want that. How much would it be to upgrade my home? 50,000 gold. It's for multiplayer. I see. Well, you know what? We're gonna build ourselves a coop. And you're all gonna live with it. I don't eat chicken in real life. I don't eat eggs. I don't eat any animal products. This is a video game where I can have chickens if I want to have them. Slimes and coops? Co-ops? SDV is practice. Yeah, that's the thing. This isn't a chicken coop. This is a chicken co-op. The chickens overthrew their coop in a coup, and now it's a co-op. You don't even eat the chickens from the coop, as far as I can tell. At least I couldn't find a way. You can in the chicken co-op, but all of them would have to vote for it. But no, you can't do it in SlimeDew Valley. Am I vegan? Yeah, I'm vegan. What are you going to do about it? Try and stop me. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of celebs are more leftist than their publicists let them appear. I think that's almost definitely the case. I had my Game Boy stolen. My only solace is that there was a terrible game in there. I talked about my Game Boy being stolen like a while ago. What game did you have in it that was so bad? Do you like George Carlin? My thoughts on George Carlin are complicated. Not because of the man himself, but because of a deeply shitty person in my life that I would rather not discuss. You. Yep. That doesn't go in there. This does, though. Oh, we have a secret note. How long have we had that? To Haley and Emily. Hope you two are doing well. We've sent you your favorite gifts. Pink cake and sunflowers for Haley. Gemstones and wool for Emily. I don't feel like I should have read that. Now, this person's asking me if I heard about Joe. And their name is Bofawat. So I have a feeling this is like one of those things that they ask people that sounds dirty in some way, but I don't get what it is. I had the battery cover for a Game Boy taken from me in a bad trade once. That is a very bad trade. I assume this was in Pokemon. Alex is the worst character in this game. I'm sorry, not in a game with Kent or Sam or the JojaMart guy, whose name I will not dignify by speaking aloud, but I can definitely remember. Don't even try me. I remember it. I'm not going to say it. Chicken coop. Co-op. Exactly. Suck on a cad. That's great. Elliot's prettiest, but Linus is marriage material. I do not think Elliot is the prettiest. You come here to my home? Where I grow my beans? You can't deny his luscious locks. If you're into that sort of thing. More of a Linus guy myself. Destiny dies in Endgame. I have already seen Endgame. Nice try. But there's a 50% chance he died in the prior movie. But he's fine now. Aside from his shitty opinions. Funnily enough, there's a bat right outside of my house right now. Do not invite it in. Cannot stress that enough. You are in grave danger. Do you have a dad? Sort of. Let's just say I don't have to buy a Father's Day present. What's your thoughts on sea lion avocado? I think you don't actually want to know my opinion. You probably already know what it is, and you probably just wanted to say those funny words. Color, you surprised about what? That I have daddy issues? I'm an anarchist. Please say the funny words. I already said them. I will not say them again. Don't demean me in this way. Bats are always startlingly small when you see them. Well, could be worse. They could be startlingly big. I wish the characters in this game weren't player sexual, because Leah is basically confirmed to be gay. You can come onto her early on and she'll be like, if you're a girl, wait, what? You're me too. Yeah, but like, no, I don't agree with that. I think all of the players should get to be with whoever they want. I think it's actually a really good policy to have all of the characters that are romanceable by either gender. I think that's very inclusive, and I wish more games would do it. No lie, one of the only legitimately petty fights me and my partner ever had was me picking her was over her picking Alex or whatever the jock's name is. It's making me mad right now. There's a lot of bad choices in this game. Yo, the thing is open. Like, the bin is open. Why won't it let me... No, I don't want to eat the mushroom. What is wrong with you? Stardew. There we go. No, I don't want to put the bats. Why is Linus your animal, you sicko? I don't understand the question. I'm sorry. Why is Linus my animal? Linus is the character I want to marry. Would you get any more cats? I probably wouldn't, because my cats, just making sure they're not in the room. When they die, I might. But they don't like other cats. They cannot deal with other cats. So, and also it's a very skewed cat to human ratio in my home as it is. How many cats do you have currently? I have 2. Named Charlie and Felix. Felix is female. I didn't name them. They look very different, but they're of the same litter. One is a long hair, Maine Coon kind of ragdoll looking cat. The other one's just a typical tabby. Get more cats and just keep it a secret from your current cats. They know they have such good a sense of smell, and also I have a very small apartment. Get a side cat. My cats get so mad when we're out for a walk and she sees another cat. Now, here's the interesting thing about that sentence, is that you just wanted to brag about the fact that you take your cats for walks. Don't think we don't know. Okay. I didn't even click the button to talk to her that time. My father has this hilarious excuse for his continuous misgendering of me. He says he doesn't have to say what I want to him because I say hell and crap sometimes. How old are you? That's even an issue. Because you use the mildest swears in the English language. Honestly, just start calling him by a different name. Don't call him Dad. Call him, like, Dave. If he complains, go, you know, I'm allowed to call you what I want because you keep misgendering me. Call him Carl Benjamin. Never trust anyone with two first names. Any new hats? I didn't buy that. This is extortion. I did not click that button. A sou'wester? Hell yeah! Newfoundland represent. Corbin Austin, thank you for the super chat. Look at this. Got my little Newfoundland hat. They even called it a sou'wester correctly. That's incredible. Concerned Ape, I'm very proud of you. You even spelled it right. Never trust... Thought Slime is not two first names. It's not even one first name. Are you a communist or something? Nobody tell him. Do hats do anything special in the game? Yeah, they make you look awesome as fuck. I recall my grandfather once asking me in elementary school if I was on the bandwagon of bad-mouthing kids, asking me if I ever had said frickin' before. I'm ashamed to say I lied. Well, I have a story about my grandmother, and I feel a little weird saying it because a little bit of her ashes are in the room, but someone linked to your stream on 4chan? Well, that's okay. We were going to be ending soon anyway. But I said something sucked once in front of her, and she said, "Sucks. I hate you kids saying that. You know, nobody said that before Will Smith started teaching you kids bad manners." She just thought Will Smith was out there getting kids to say things suck. When did you move away from Newfoundland? I moved away in 2012. September 2012, to be precise. I can't believe it took until the last 10 minutes for someone to start a 4chan raid. I mean, they don't seem to be here yet, so... It's possible some 4chan raider was like, hey, Thought Slime's having a stream. Let's go make fun of him. And then they were all like, who the fuck is Thought Slime? Why would anyone care? Who is this person? Parents just don't understand. Exactly. For a Newfie that lives in Ontario, you have an incredibly Western accent. Newfie is not a polite term. I would encourage you to instead use the term Newfoundlander. Also, this is what people in St. John's speak like. The idea that Newfoundlanders are all like, how you getting on, boy? How's she cutting? That's more so people in the deeper parts of the province, the poorer areas, and the best time to plant soybean is in the summer. Best time to plant soybeans is a year ago. The second best time to plant soybeans is right now. I think we can safely put away the slingshot. We're never going to use that. We're no Jorg's Brave. You're a hunk. Hunk of shit. Beat you to it. How would you respond to the West collapsing? I would probably get killed first. So think about it this way. I'm the only thing holding this dang side of the earth together. All right, it's time for me to grab these geodes, get them all processed up nice and nice, pet my cat. I don't know if it's necessarily a chud. We were having a discussion about soy. So in context, calling me a soy boy might just be a reflection of the fact that we were talking about that. Look at all this garlic. He's got slime shade of skin, but with plant hair. Plant hair? What does that mean? Plants don't have hair. They have petals. Do you think that the West will actually do anything about climate change, or should we just start getting prepared for collapse? Those things are not mutually exclusive. I do think we'll eventually do something. It'll be too late. I don't think the human race is doomed, but I think it's going to get a lot worse. Why is this going in the wrong direction? That's what I want to know. Some plants are fuzzy. Incorrect. You're thinking of caterpillars. Which are not a plant, they're a bug. Do you ever stream other games besides Stardew? I'm open to suggestions. Keep in mind that my computer is very bad, so I really can't play that many games that will stream at the same time. But I also have a PS4 I can stream in 720p from, if people are interested in that. Look up Lamb's Ear. I know all about Lamb's Ear, okay? I know all about Lamb's Ear. Don't act like I don't know about Lamb's Ear. That is a caterpillar. Nice try. Plants vs. Zombies stream when? Probably never. I've never played Plants vs. Zombie. Played Dwarf Fortress. There's absolutely no way my computer can play and stream Dwarf Fortress at the same time. Dwarf Fortress is insanely resource intensive. You ever watch Northern Lion? Let's go. I watch Northern Lion like an unhealthy amount. His Enter the Gungeon runs are getting me through the days right now. Big fan of Team Unity Tuesdays. Slime Bloodborne when? Oh boy, you're in luck. I played a few episodes of Bloodborne, and now, look, I'm very bad at Bloodborne, but I was especially bad playing it on stream. So you can go back in the playlist and watch some of those. How? Dwarf Fortress looks like it's from the 1980s. Yeah, but Dwarf Fortress runs so many simulations that it requires an insane processor speed. All right. Look, to put it this way, in Dwarf Fortress, if two dwarves get in a fist fight, if one punches the other dwarf's teeth out, Dwarf Fortress models where each tooth goes, and it models that tooth's like rotting in real time. They simulate beard business and beard temperature in Dwarf Fortress. That doesn't surprise me. All right, this is the end, my friends. You know what geodes mean. Why is that all at the bottom of my screen? Okay, hold on. Move the geodes to the top here so I can see them. Start with the crappy geodes. Some sort of metal plate. Celestine. That's a My Little Pony, I'm pretty sure. 5 rocks. I needed rocks, so I'm not even mad. Florapora. The word is cut off. I don't know how it ends. More rocks from an Omni Geode. 3rd tier Geode gave me some rocks. Sweet. I have to leave because I am putting up a new video and I need to edit more of it. So I've got to go do that. But it's been a lot of fun. Thanks, everybody. This has been definitely the biggest stream I've ever had with the most people. So it seems like a lot of people are maybe getting a little sick of Stardew. If that's the case, feel free to tweet me with game suggestions. I'm always open to that. Once again, keep in mind, they have to be very resource unintensive games. So like something like Terraria or like something like that. Yeah, so let me know. Keep it sleazy. And that'll be all. Thank you very much.